Stansted and SSN Prep. The next game. Ash, can you hear me? Just shoot me a text or whatever.
I know, that's the thing. I gotta lean it against something.
Oh.
I can stand eventually. Just one in front of you, like here? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Whatever works.
Find something a little bit better to lean it up against, too.
Yeah. That just goes up into there.
Gotcha. First, and we'll try to find something
Okay.
against.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh.
All day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even just, yeah. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
That'll work.
And then I'll keep digging on that Ethernet thing.
All right.
Get your back from the IT people.
We don't know how to, by chance, make this full screen, do you? I know I'm a pain in the ass.
You're all good. No, I haven't really been there too much. I kind of split at first, but I'm getting enough hours down here where it's enough for the and yeah, exactly. And for the most part, it's more peaceful here.
Right? Well, yeah.
Not babysitting people's kids. Right?
If not, no big deal.
Okay. Let's see here. I think. That's nothing then. I don't know. Does it seem a little bigger now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. Oh, what's that? There we go. Perfect.
Okay, good deal. I will keep plugging away at that internet to see
All
if I
right.
get anything, but
Appreciate it.
normally the Wi-Fi keeps up pretty well for the meantime, so
Okay.
let's see what I can get.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate everything.
3,000 fans in here on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's true. You don't have me sucking the internet down. Right. All right, good deal.
Ashley, can you hear me? Just want to make sure we're good. That's almost a perfect setup right there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the other one was plastic on plastic, so it would jump on you.
Yeah.
This is smooth.
I'll check, she says. I liked it better over there. I was underneath the heater.
Oh,
9:21 until we begin. RNS in Washington. This is going to be nice to be able to call. Being able to see that. I'm getting spoiled now. Thanks again for coming on board to help us this year. That's amazing. Make money, watch hockey, right?
right. It's
You
better
know.
than sitting home doing nothing.
Right? Although, is there a football game today, or is it back to just 2 on Sundays tomorrow?
I think tomorrow. I don't know. Kind of lose interest once the Vikings are out. So.
Yeah. I'm a Texans fan, so
Oh, yeah.
I had a little bit of hope anyway, but
Yeah.
I am not at 3M. I am at Mariucci. Or
You're at Ritter.
yeah, that's what I meant. I knew what I was talking about. Just about ready to get started. 7.5 minutes. Good morning, Ashley. All right, we're good to go then. Thank you. Well, good morning, fans. From across the land, it's day 2 of the Junior Women's Hockey League here from Minneapolis. This is Jason Hetland on the call all day from Ritter Arena. My counterparts across the street over at 3M by Mariucci, covering all the action for you all day long. First matchup, RNS in Washington here at Ritter. Pretty comparable over the matchups. Goals per game, RNS at 2.2, with the Pride at 2.6. Goals against, 4.4 to 3.7. Power play goals are virtually the same, just about a half, so every 2 times they get a power play. And penalty minutes per game, RNS likes to take a lot of penalty minutes, just about almost 2 times what the Washington Pride do. But going head-to-head back in December 20th, they went to a 2-2 tie. And back on November 15th, the Pride squeaked out a win 5-3. Your goal leaders for RNS is Petra Klitmus, number 96. That's one to watch. She had a great showing yesterday over at 3M. She leads the team with 6 goals. And on the Pride side, number 20, Kathleen McGee, has 7. Assists are virtually the same. Emily McGugan, 4 for RNS, and Casey Blum, 5 for the Washington Pride. Penalty minutes, well, they have some that really like to take penalties. On RNS, 15, Emily McGugan with 14 minutes. And number 9, Casey Blum, leads Washington Pride with 12 minutes. Recent games for RNS. They lost yesterday against Northwood 6-0. January 10th, they beat Mount Academy 6-1. December 22nd, lost against the Junior Flyers 5-2, as well as the 21st 7-1. And like we talked about earlier, skated to a 2-2 tie back on December 20th with the team they're facing today, the Washington Pride. On the Pride side, December 21st, they beat Mount Academy 4-3 and lost to Stansted 6-0. Skated to the 2-2 tie on the 20th with RNS here. Lost to Northwood on the 20th as well, 7-0. And won and beat the Philadelphia Junior Flyers 4-3. So all in all, it should be a very competitive game here to start out our 8 a.m. session at Ritter Arena between RNS from New Brunswick, Canada, and your Washington Pride out of Washington, D.C. in the good old U.S. of A. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of game number 1 on the second day of action here at Minneapolis and the home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, University of Minnesota. Well, we're just about ready to get started here at the 8 o'clock game. Your Washington Pride in the dark-colored jerseys are the home team. RNS wearing the white. In goal between the pipes for RNS today will be Megan Hall, number 31. And over on the other side for the Washington Pride, number 35, Madison Maloney, are your starting goalies. It looks like we are just about ready, center ice, for the initial puck drop and the face-off to begin the game. 3 20-minute periods, 1 minute break in between first and second, resurfaces after 3. RNS wins the draw on the opening face-off. Back into their own zone, shooting it all the way up, and that is going to be icing right off the bat for RNS. Brings it all the way back and down to their own zone again for an ensuing face-off. Emily Connell on RNS, number 1. The goalie is already committed to Wilkes University. And number 6, Emily Thomas, a forward, is committed to UNB. Coaching RNS is head coach Jordan DeLong. RNS takes it down into the Washington zone. Center pass. Nobody home. Goes all the way across ice, brought back down behind the goal one more time, up to the blue line on the far side. Shot right back down as RNS tries to cycle the puck. Looks like it is taken away and regained again, and a glove save for Madison Maloney on a point-blank shot from RNS. Washington has a few committed as well. Number 9, Casey Blum. She had a point yesterday. She's going to Delaware. Number 14, Morgan Hill, is going to attend the University of New England, along with teammate number 22, Madison Hill, the two sisters. And our goalie from yesterday, number 30, Maria Suarez, is going to go to Assumption. Those are the committed as Washington brings it up through neutral ice, down to the RNS zone along near boards. Back out to the blue line. Cycling the puck, and a shot straight on, save by Megan Hall. Out of the zone, but shot right back in. Washington could not go into the zone as they were offside, so they had to reset. And they do. Puck play in the neutral zone. Rifled all the way around to the near boards. And up into the key. Trying to get things situated. Intercepted by Washington. Ruby Thayer doing a nice job. Oh, that was a chance right there for RNS. Just not able to get the stick down and get it on net. As it hopped up over the stick. Number 94 with a shot. 34. Right up through neutral ice one more time and shot deep down in the RNS territory. Back down around behind the goal and a point-blank shot. And a save by Megan Hall once again. Goalkeeper's doing a nice job early on as about 2.5 minutes have expired in period number 1. RNS brings it out through neutral ice. Olivia Lescarbot with the puck on the court side. Just heads back to the bench right now and is dumped in where Washington takes over. Picked up at the blue line by Emily Somerville, not letting the zone clear. Now the puck picked up by Caroline Gallant. Tries to force herself up into the goal area, but not able to get a shot off as Washington Pride takes a look and picked up on the far boards, wrapped around behind the net and cycling up through the front. And another shot, deflection, goes wide down in the near corner. RNS doing a very nice job of keeping the zone, but the Washington Pride are able to clear the zone. And it goes all the way down RNS side where they pick it back up, try to clear the zone, which they do. And it's immediately taken over by the Washington Pride team. Shot back down into the RNS zone where the Washington Pride begin to try to cycle the puck. And RNS able to clear. Fast-paced all the way down. The Pride moving it right back up, back through neutral ice again, and picked up by RNS in their own zone. Dangerous pass picked up by Kathleen McGee, but not able to maintain control and get a shot off. Good hustle by both teams so far. Like I said in our opening, these teams are fairly well matched. The last time they met, they skated to a 2-2 tie. And it might be much the same here in Minneapolis again, as these two teams are just about even on every aspect of stats heading into this weekend's matchup. 8 a.m. Saturday morning. I'm sure the girls were excited to get up this morning out of their nice warm hotel beds and come to Minneapolis in 3-degree weather. We're going to get an icing, and it's going to head all the way back down to the Washington Pride side. Pride with a face-off win. And a center pass just out of the reach, but tipped in. They're still going to call icing on that. That's interesting because I thought the tip was above on the other side of that center ice line. But, hey, that's why we're up here in the booth and they're down there on the ice. They saw something that we didn't see. And RNS maintains control on the blue line, dumps it in. Around the near side boards, Washington Pride with the puck. Trying to clear the zone, which they will do, a whole head of steam. Not a whole lot of place to go. And a nice shot by Kathleen McGee on target. Good save by Megan Hall. RNS coming down the other way, and the puck is up and out of play. It will be a face-off in the neutral zone. Nearly 6 minutes gone in period number one. Face-off won by RNS. Whiffs on the pass. Center down to Washington zone. Washington clears the zone. Picked up once again right away by RNS, coming in too strong, and a shot from the far boards. Steered away by Madison Maloney. Puck laying there and wait for somebody to grab. RNS with it and took it away. Did the Washington Pride. Washington Pride trying to clear the zone, but not able to do so as it's picked up just before the blue line to stay in the zone as RNS maintains control and the pressure against the Washington Pride. A fight for the puck back behind the goal. Sends it all the way down the ice for no icing is waved off this time. I am not understanding what is going on here this morning, but we're just going to go with the flow. All right, looks like RNS coming back up. Puck stolen, neutral ice, a huge chance for the Pride, but just not able to get control. Chloe Broke trying to get a shot on goal, but goes wide. RNS comes back out. And a centering pass from Sophie Urquhart misses the mark, and it's along the far side boards for RNS. A fight for the puck in the far corner. RNS comes out with it, then the Pride, trying to clear the zone, which they finally do, up through neutral ice. And a shot on goal and covered up, which means an ensuing faceoff in the RNS zone on the near side circle. Face-off won by the Pride. It's a battle for the puck. Near boards as RNS tries to take it out of the zone, which they do up through neutral ice. Little bounce pass off the boards, sends it down behind the net. And along the far wall, the Pride able to clear the zone. It's a 3-on-1 for the Washington Pride. How are they going to handle this? A nice feed pass, and Kathleen McGee unable to jam it in there just off of her stick as they regroup, and a shot redirection just off the mark as well. Washington Pride starting to pick up some steam with 11:37 remaining in the first period. Whistle dead. Face off on the far side circle. Up to the blue line, and it is offsides. I was wondering if they were going to call that. You clearly saw white on the outside of that blue line, so it's going to bring it outside of the zone in a neutral zone face-off. Pride win the draw again. Errant pass allows RNS to pick up the puck and gain control out of their zone. Olivia Lescarbeau with the pass up front and a shot from the far side. Blocker save for Madison Maloney. Nice little pass, then out of the zone, and it's going to be a offside. His RNS player was beat the puck across the blue line. So once again, it's going to come outside into a neutral zone faceoff on the far side wall. Neutral zone, it's a race for the puck. As a chase ensues, Washington Pride keep it in on the blue line, shoots it right back in. Shot goes wide. Over to the near boards and able to clear. Washington Pride must clear before they can grab the puck in the zone. Allows RNS to maintain control up through neutral ice. Pass a little bit ahead, but RNS able to recover and then loses it. Loses the zone and must retreat and regroup. Shot all the way in, and it is going to be icing and brought all the way back down to the RNS side of the ice for a near side circle face-off. Battle for the puck off the face-off. Shot down behind the goal. RNS picks it up and circles around. Drops the puck along the far side wall. It's a battle for the puck. See if they can clear, which they do not. The Washington Pride skates it all the way in. And a shot deflected by number 8, Hadley Kramer on the shot. That along the far side wall. Pretty evenly matched game so far here early on as we're about halfway through period number 1. Beautiful Ritter Arena on the campus of the University of Minnesota. This arena home to the women's Golden Gopher program, which we actually have a couple of skaters on the teams that are here this weekend that have committed to the University of Minnesota. So this will be their home rink for the next 4 years after graduation as they play with the Minnesota Golden Gopher Women's National Championship Hockey Team. And all the way down, icing is going to be called. The puck is going to be brought down to the far side faceoff circle in the Washington Pride zone with 9:06 remaining in the first period. Face off down to the back wall. Gain momentum from Washington Pride, who clears the zone, chases the puck. Puck picked up by Rothleasy Netherwood. RNS bringing the puck back out through neutral, near side wall. Olivia Lescarbot with a shot and a pad save as they regain control in the neutral zone area. RNS cross ice past the far side wall. They try to bring it up, and it is intercepted by Washington Pride and shot all the way down into the RNS zone once again as they pick it up and try to make their way up ice into their offensive zone. They're having a hard time doing that. The Pride doing a really nice job with some forecheck. Coming up through center ice is RNS and wrapped up by a nice defensive play on the Washington Pride. But RNS taking the skates one more time. It is a fast-paced first period. Not a whole lot of whistles, no penalties. And I am loving this style of hockey. But this might be, no, they're waving off the icing once again. Back around the net, right behind Megan Hall, and up along far wall, shot back down into the near corner boards. Pride doing all that they can to gain and maintain the zone, doing a nice job up on the blue line, singing it right down the middle, tied up, a tiny little shot off the mark. Still working hard and just out of the reach of Audrey O'Brien to keep it in the zone, but it's shot immediately right back in. Rounding behind the net. Hall trying to make sure she can track the puck. And out of the zone in the mid zone, RNS shooting it in into the offensive zone of the Pride. And the Pride pick it up back behind. Skate it along the far side wall and shoot it up. Bounce it in to the offensive zone and picked up once again by RNS. Wrapped around the near side boards and into neutral ice. It looked like the Washington Pride was able to clear the zone before the tap, so play continues. Up through neutral, it's a race for the puck. And a nice shot by number 16, Jayla Matthews. Nice hustle to the puck, and it will be a face-off in the near circle as Madison Maloney makes a huge save. 6:12 remaining in the first period of play. Pride with a face-off win, forcing the puck all the way down. Initially saved by Megan Hall. And I'm not sure of the whistle, maybe up and out of play, but I did see the puck. Maybe they thought Hall may have been injured or the net came off. One of the two, but anyway, we're going to have a face-off in the near face-off circle. The Pride, head coached by Kush Sidhu. He is also the founder of junior women's hockey. So he had a fruition and made an absolute great organization out of his want and desire to showcase women's hockey across the country. Even becoming international as RNS, a Canadian team, which we have a few here this weekend too, and a couple invites. Shattuck St. Mary's U19 and prep teams from Shattuck and Faribault, Minnesota. Always enjoy watching them when the Junior Women's Hockey League comes to town. Behind the net trying to set up is the Pride. Pride forcing the puck up through center zone. And now down into the RNS zone for their offensive zone time. We're going to see if the puck can stay down there for the Pride. Not sure of the shots on goal, as they are not keeping track of those up on the board for us. But it has been a fairly even game, and I would really imagine that the shots on goal are virtually the same through most of the first part of the first period of play. 4:28 remaining. RNS able to clear the zone up through neutral ice and eat to the Washington Pride zone to take offensive hold. Pride pick it right back up and do what they can to clear the zone, but immediately picked up in neutral ice by RNS, who dumps it deep down into the near corner in the Washington Pride zone. As they try to establish offensive aggression, they put a shot on right in the crease and cleared away by the Washington Pride. Stick tip, no icing called. It's a hustle for the puck. RNS doing a nice job up through neutral ice. Madison Maloney handling the puck, settling it down for her team. It's a takeaway and almost a breakaway for Jayla Matthews. Jayla Matthews passed the center, skipped over the puck, and all the way back down in the RNS zone. Along the far side wall, everybody is on. The shot blocked out front by the defense of the Washington Pride. Fight for the puck along the blue line, and it is handled by RNS. Down around behind the net along the far side wall and back down behind. Trying to work that puck in close, which they try to do, but it's blocked. Picked up again along that far side wall. Circling around to the top of the zone. Defense trying to clear that. The puck skips over Genevieve Villette's stick of the Pride. Now the Pride pick it up, circle back around, go around the other way to the near wall as they able to shoot the puck in the center, and it's going to be icing, which is going to bring it right back down to the Washington Pride area with 2:20 remaining in the first period. Face off, cleared out, and I would say won by the Pride since it left the zone, but that was pretty even on that face off. RNS maintaining the puck, trying to clear the zone, which they can. Little collision on the far side boards. And Washington Pride sent it all the way back in. That's a quick whistle for an icing. 1:59 remaining in the first period of play. Remember the format, U19 here in Minneapolis. It's a 1 minute rest period in between the first and second periods, and then we'll resurface after period number 2 to give fresh ice for period number 3 for each and every game, both here at Ritter and across the street at 3M by Mariucci. Well, we're going to have our first penalty called, it looks like, and they're going to say hooking. Hooking is the call on the ice for RNS's number 4, Caroline Gallant. Draws a 2-minute minor for hooking. 1:49 remaining in the first period. So barring Washington Pride scoring, they'll start the second period with an 11-second power play as well. But it's 5-on-4 for the Pride. Once again, remember their power play goals for the Pride edge out just a little bit as a 0.4. So almost 1 out of every 2 they score on the power play. Pride circling the puck back over to the point. And a point, a shot, trying to be tipped, goes just wide. Washington Pride working the puck back. Oh, and lose the zone. So it's gobbled up by Adeline Vetterman, the number 18, and shot back into neutral ice as they try to reestablish with 1:17 remaining on the power play time and 1 minute remaining in the first period here at Ritter Arena on a beautiful University of Minnesota campus, home of the Golden Gopher women's hockey team. Moving that puck up deep into the zone, circling the net and trying to center up on the point. A shot deflected, a huge rebound, and it is a score and a power play goal for the Washington Pride. Goal is going to be credited to number 15, Haley Benson, on the power play with 40.5 seconds to go. That clears the penalty boxes. 40.5 seconds to go. And the Washington Pride go up by 1 on a power play goal by Haley Benson. RNS wins the face-off. Settled down, picked up. Once again, neutral ice. RNS along the far side wall, trying to bring it into the zone. That's going to be a tripping call on the Washington Pride with 25.3 seconds remaining in the first period. Number 11, Faith Jordan, goes for 2 minutes for a tripping penalty. If you're following along on the website, you can watch your play-by-play statistics or see the preview of the stats for the game and the teams. We enjoy having you join us on the Junior Women's Hockey League YouTube channel all day long. We're going to be having games every 2 hours at both arenas all the way up through our last game at 6 p.m. tonight. No break, no rest for the weary. That's how we do it here in Minneapolis. Nice cover up and save by Madison Maloney. 10.6 seconds left on time for the first period with 1:46 remaining. So the RNS is going to have just over 1:30 on a power play to start the second period of play. You can see the pressure that RNS is putting on. That's going to clear the zone. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first period. The Washington Pride 1 and RNS New Brunswick, Canada 0. 1 minute break, and we'll be right back with you with period number 2.
In my playlist. I know I do.
Period number 2, just about ready to get started. Initial faceoff won by RNS, who is on the power play for 1 minute 35 seconds. We need to start the clock. There we go. About 10 seconds of free power play time. RNS with the puck coming through the zone on the power play for another 120. Trying to circle that puck and get it cycled. Trying to get the Pride on their heels so they can get a good power play opportunity. A 0.3% on the power play is RNS. So the Pride could do it. So can RNS because they're a 0.3 and a 0.4. But the Pride defense doing a fantastic job. Whiffed on the pass to get it out of the zone, clear it down the ice. So the zone is maintained from RNS. And there it is. That's what the Pride needed to get a switcheroo, get some fresh legs down on the ice. 37 seconds remaining in the power play for RNS. Along the far side wall, being turned. The Pride doing a nice job keeping him on the outside perimeter, not allowing that puck to get too deep into the zone. RNS plan and a tip. Attempt goes wide. And the Pride are back to full strength. A nice penalty kill for the Pride early on in the second period. And puck maintained by RNS once again up through and into the Pride zone. Picked up back behind the net. Fight for the puck on the near corner boards. Picked up once again, trying to get in there is Marissa Dawson, number 17. But a save by Madison Maloney is going to stall the puck and bring a face-off to the face-off circle. All right, face-off won by the Pride. Pride carefully, well, that's going to be icing. It's going to be brought back as the pass just a little bit ahead of where it needed to be. Shots on goal for the first period. Washington Pride 4 and RNS 3. Scoreboard operator having a discussion down there with the referee, trying to get things set, which it is. It's time for the face-off. Both teams at full strength after a penalty kill by the Pride. Pride pick up the puck. It's one-on-one. And a nice job around. A huge save, Megan Hall from Hadley Kramer as she scoots around the defense and puts one on net. Hall making the save. Allows shift changes for both teams. 17-26, just over 2.5 out of the second period. Poor scorekeeper down there. He's got his hands full with paperwork and everything else, it looks like. But he's trying to keep it straight so we can go on game sheets and do live updates for all of you that are watching the action. Just a couple penalties in the first period, that's about it. And a goal, so pretty well and even matched pace of play here as we come up on halfway through today's first matchup. Shot down in the RNS zone as the Pride try to take up an offensive stance. Shot all the way around and ends up on an RNS stick. who clears it all the way down the ice, waving off icing because they deemed players could get there before the red line, which they did. So icing was waved off. Washington Pride circling the puck and dumping it deep down into the RNS zone. Trying to pick it up back behind the goal. RNS comes, oh, look at that point blank shot saved by Megan Hall. That was a beautiful job. Right place at the right time. I'm not sure if she knew that puck was even there until the very last second. And the Pride with the puck in their own zone. Picked up by RNS along the far side wall and out of the zone. Through neutral ice. Playing the puck on her knees. And they gain zone and defense. So the Pride handles that without many problems and clears the zone through neutral ice. RNS doing what they can to get back into their offensive zone. Puts a shot on net, steered away by Madison Maloney. It's a steal for the Pride and a straight buck shot with a blocker saved by Megan Hall. As RNS plays it around near boards, she's confronted by the Washington Pride, number 25, Campbell Hegarty. Puck frozen along the near side boards. Everybody trying to dig it out. They don't dig it out, they will blow the whistle and make them get that puck out of the boards. The referee's being pretty generous, and it's a shot on goal and a save by Megan Hall, which brings the face-off to the far side face-off circle for another drop of the puck. .14:20 remaining in period number 2. Face-off. Still trying to deem. I believe we're now going to give it to the Washington Pride. RNS now with the puck down behind their own goal. Puck frozen up along the boards. RNS comes out with it, and it's a race to the puck to try to clear the zone, which they are not able to do. Washington Pride doing a nice job. Now the zone is cleared, and the puck is shot all the way down, played by the goalies. There will be no icing. And the Pride trying to get up through it. They do clear the zone. Having some problems with it down in neutral ice. And picked up by RNS. Cross ice pass to center ice and dumped into the Pride zone. Thrown against the far corner boards. Pass intercepted and shot back down into the offensive zone for the RNS team. Trying to freeze the puck one more time. It's up against the boards. They'll fight for the puck in the far corner. And who comes out with it? It is still a fight for the puck. Now it looks like the Pride maintains control and clears the zone up through neutral ice. She tried to feed one up front, and nice defensive play by number 34, Anna Kilfoyle, to save a breakaway opportunity for the Pride. Zone is cleared. They said no on the icing. Icing's waved off, so the play will continue as the Washington Pride bring it up through neutral ice, intercepted by RNS, and it's a race for the puck. the Pride bring it out of. RNS brings it right back into the offensive zone, and a shot on goal steered away by Madison Maloney. Trying to clear the zone, RNS shoots it back down deep. Now the Pride with the puck, and the zone does clear, but nobody there, so it's going to be immediately turned over once again to the RNS team. And shot deep down, blocked, still in neutral. I love how those two defensemen just converge on that puck and give the Pride player nowhere to go. That is classic defensive play right there. Puck down back behind the net. RNS in control, dumped down deep. Behind the net, circling. And to the far side wall. Down deep. A shot deflected and steered away and out of the zone by the Pride. And it's going to be icing called. Puck goes all the way back down to the RNS side of things for another face-off in the Pride offensive zone. 10:44 remaining, period number 2. The first of 6 games here at Ritter all day long. We're going to be going every 2 hours all the way through the 6 o'clock hour with no break in the action. And interference called on the ice. Another penalty. Washington Pride, number 22, Madeline Hill, University of New England commits on the penalty. Interference, 2 minutes with 10:32 remaining in the second period of play. Chance for RNS to get back into this game on a second power play of the morning. A lot of open ice for these girls to play. Trying to get the passes crisp and clean. And it's intercepted. And Washington Pride is going to bring it all the way down to take as much time off that clock as they can. Nice hustle, but picked up. Oh, it is going to be a penalty, a holding penalty, which is going to negate the power play and force us to go 4-on-4. Number 18, Rhea Colligan. So we're going to go 4-on-4. And it's not on Washington. It's actually on RNS. So the board is not correct. If you're looking at the board on the broadcast, 18 should be over to RNS's side of the board. Barring no goals get scored, the Pride's going to come out of this with a 27-second skater advantage. 10:05 left on the board. And there we go. Nope, 18, not 22. They'll get it figured out. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Not everybody's had their coffee. So. Gives us time to talk about games that are coming up. We've got a whole slew of them today. Let's see where we're at. Our next game here at Ritter is going to be the Pacific Steelers. No, I'm sorry. The next game, we have a couple games in between with our Shattuck and St. Mary's team that are not league games or exhibition games. So that's why they are not on the websites. We will have 2 more games before the next league game here at Ritter Arena, along with all the action happening over at 3M by Mariucci. Washington Pride skates it down. It's a shot on goal by number 2, Gina Kronfrost. Zone is cleared. Pride bring it right back down in. Another shot, glove save by Megan Hall for a face-off. This is going to turn into a pretty good matchup here. Face-off won by RNS, brings it outside of the zone up through neutral ice and dumps it deep down into their offensive zone, chasing the puck. Boy, I thought that could have been a penalty right there, but they're letting them play. Centering pass intercepted by RNS. RNS up along the wall. And a pass shot just wide. Hits the outside post. And RNS up the ice. Washington Pride's penalties expired. They've got a 30-second advantage with 8:28 remaining in the first period of play as Madison Maloney gobbles up a shot. They're going to start this face-off with a one-skater advantage, 5-on-4 for the next 27 seconds. Pride with control. Cross-ice pass just ahead of the intended target. Now Pride take control at neutral ice one more time. Trying to get everybody in position for a offensive run, and they do. Ew, they're going to call it an offsides. That was close. I wish we had replay to see that because I don't know about that call, but it's so hard as a referee down on the ice to see everything that's going on. But it's going to be happening on the near side. Neutral zone face-off circle. All right, everybody's back on side. And dump it in. Picked up by RNS. Nice defensive play out front. And a shot wide from the point. And RNS clears the zone. But the Pride shoot it right back in deep as they try to set up for another offensive attack. But RNS doing a really nice job getting in between the puck and the goal, taking the blocks, getting the sticks down, doing a really nice job. A 1-0 score, courtesy of number 15, Haley Benson, in the first period. RNS maintains the zone. Puck bounces up off the glass and into the near boards with RNS on the prowl for the puck. The puck fight along the near boards, shot back down behind the circle. And up along the near boards, picked up at the point, and a beautiful shot by number 19, Isabel Brennan, on cue. But Madison Maloney saw it all the way and steered it clear. Now it's a skate all the way down to the RNS side of the ice. As it passed a little too far ahead, it winds up on the stick of the Washington Pride, which should have been called an offsides on that one. They got away with one, it looks like. Washington Pride coming around. Are they going to get an offensive zone attack? They do, and it's smothered up by Megan Hall to force another face-off in the Pride's offensive zone. 6:13 remains in the second period. And a redirection stopped by Megan Hall. Nice reflexes in nets. It's another shot on goal for the Washington Pride. Bunch of action happening in the crease, and Megan Hall just lays down on the puck. Took a while for the referee whistle to go. The puck must have been out and about and free for the taking until it was smothered up on, which causes yet another face-off in the Pride offensive zone. Looks like the face-off initially won by our friends from the north, RNS. And out about, clearing the zone, neutral ice. Just going to dump it in. Dump and chase is the name of the game. And that happens. RNS along the near boards up to the point. Number 15, Emily McGugan, shoots, and it is scarfed up by Madison Maloney. And RNS picks it up. Oh, tries to clear the zone, but not able to do so. And along the main boards and around to the top of the key, 26, Eleanor Prather tries to get a shot on goal. It's blocked. And RNS trying to clear the zone, give Megan Hall a little bit of a breather. Having a really hard time clearing the zone with 4:48 remaining in the second period. Near boards, full shift changes all the way around. Allows RNS to clear the zone. Just so happens that all the Pride players are out of the zone anyway on a wholesale shift change. And RNS picks up the puck. Let's see if we can get it out of the zone, which she does. Skates it right through neutral, cross ice, and dumps it in to chase the puck back behind the Pride goal. Far side wall, zone cleared. Puck picked up and shipped back in by RNS. Then immediately picked up by the Pride, playing some back and forth behind the goal. And the Pride trying to bring it back out along the near boards, which they are able to do. Nice pass. Whoa, that was a nice attempt and smothered up by Megan Hall. Centering pass by Campbell Hegarty. Not quite sure who that was over on the far side with a shot, but that is real teams playing right there. Not being selfish with the puck on the ice. It allows for many scoring chances to happen. RNS being heckled by the Pride. Pride able to clear the zone and pass intercepted by RNS. But a little miscommunication on who's going to have the puck allows the Pride to maintain the zone. RNS unable to clear. What a crazy bounce that puck took. Just about bounced right back behind Hall and into the net for another crazy goal. 3 minutes remaining in the second period of play as Hall covers up and allows for another face-off in the Pride offensive zone. .303 remains. And shot goes wide of Hall. And centering pass up through the crease. Taken away by RNS along the far side wall. Trying to regather things. A shot by Eleanor Prather. Gets discarded to the side. by Megan Hull. Somebody lost their stick down there in the ice as the zone is cleared after a pretty good fight along that far side wall there. RNS coming on up, trying to get a center down deep. Nobody there, but is anybody inside? No, but that's all right. Marissa Dawson turns and tries to shoot anyway, and at least gets a shot on net with 2:10 remaining in the second period. All the way up through neutral ice, it is tipped, no icing. RNS all the way back down, trying to catch the Pride on a shift change, but Pride doing a nice job getting back on their feet and getting into their positions. No real detriment or a real chance, unlike that one, smothered up by Madison Maloney with 1:44 remaining in the second period. And here we go. Oh, face-off whistle dead. Quite sure what's going on there. All right, here we go. Everybody's ready. RNS wins the draw and shoots it down behind. Centering shot by number 8, Carol Daigle. On cue, Madison Maloney, a big save and another save right there for Maloney. RNS putting on the pressure for the last minute and a half of the second period, trying to even things up on the scoreboard, and all the way down, icing waved off. They say it was touched. What a weird bounce, and right back into the crease as Ruby Thier does what she can to jam that puck in, but a nice hard save by Megan Hall got the face-off to happen on the far side of the ice. Face-off won by RNS. They are able to clear the zone down through neutral ice. As we have 1 minute remaining in the second period, RNS trying to keep up the pressure in the offensive zone as they did before the safe call down on their end of the ice. That should be, they're going to let them know, that is going to be a tripping call on the Washington Pride. Penalty called on number 5, Gabriella Castelli. She's going to draw a 2-minute minor for tripping. So for the last 45 or so seconds, the second period, RNS will be on the power play opportunity. A great chance right here to even up the score heading into the third period. We all knew this was going to be a good game. They skated to a 2-2 tie back in December. And in November, the Pride won 3-5. So very good and even matched two teams right here, which makes for some great hockey in Minnesota at the beautiful Ritter Arena. 20 seconds remaining. RNS putting on the effort and the heat once again, trying to get some shots off, but I'll tell you what, the Pride doing a fantastic job being in the slot, making sure that they're covering up any possibility of a great shot right there. Glove save by Maloney, courtesy of 96 Petra Clemens, the leading scorer for RNS. 2.1 seconds remaining. That's going to pretty much do it with the face-off, the horn, and we're going to resurface, take a break, and come right back at you with 20 minutes more of hockey between RNS and the Washington Pride.